Hey everybody, Mr. Regan here, and today we're going to be looking at how we're going to be using our new reasoning tool to help us develop and create our scientific argument that explains how did the trait for increased poison levels become more common in the newt population. So for this argument, we know that we have to take our claims that were created from our visitors. We need to incorporate our evidence from our historical data in our Newt article. And then we need to add in our reasoning that connects our evidence and our key concepts to help create this scientific argument with our claim, evidence, and reasoning. Now, our claim started off by taking all of our visitors' claims, putting them together to create one final claim. And our claim hopefully resembles something that we see here. Poison level 10, or in this case, the highest poison level traits, is the most common because the newts with this trait were able to protect themselves against the snakes, live longer, and reproduce more than the other newts. So notice we pull in all of the different claims that we have from our park visitors. We talk about the snakes that came in. We talk about how some are able to live longer and reproduce more than the others. And we create a very complete claim that's direct and to the point, and that can answer our scientific argument. How did the trait for increased poison level become more common in the newt population? Now, in order to support this claim, we have to use this evidence that we've pulled from our histograms and from our Newt articles to support this claim. So our first two pieces of evidence, evidence 1, 2, and 3, come from our histogram, and our fourth one comes from the article that we read about newts. So what we're going to do here is we're going to look at how we create and complete our reasoning tool, where we take our evidence and we use it to support our claim by connecting it to our key concept. So in the reasoning section here, you're going to see that I connect this part of my evidence to my key concepts here. And I do that in order to support this claim. So let's take a look at the evidence. Sometime between 50 generations ago and today, snakes became a part of the newt's population. Now, this is very important. We know this is a big reason for why we see the changes today. Our key concept says individuals with adaptive traits are more likely to live longer and have offspring, and individuals with non-adaptive traits are more likely to die without having offspring. So I need to connect this evidence to this key concept within my reasoning. So this plus this in my reasoning to support my claim. So my claim talks about the snakes living longer, reproducing. So let's take a look at how I pull it all together. So the yellow section is the evidence. And the orange section here is going to be this portion here. So this evidence matters because when snakes entered the environment, they would eat the newt. So notice I talk about how the snakes entered the environment. I could go more in detail and say entered the environment 50 generations ago if I wanted to be specific. But they entered the environment and they would eat the newts. And this is important because the newts with the adaptive trait live longer and had offspring, and those with the non-adaptive trait died off and did not have the offspring. So that adaptive trait that they didn't have, they died from the snakes and did not have offspring. So notice the evidence matters because when snakes entered the environment 50 generations ago, they would eat the newts. The newts with the adaptive traits lived longer and had offspring, and those with the non-adaptive traits died from the snakes and did not have offsprings. So I'm pulling in what the evidence is, I'm pulling in what the key concept says, and all of this helps to support this idea that poison level 10 is the most common. So this is how we create our scientific argument, pulling in our claim, evidence, and reasoning with our key concept. Your job now is going to be to complete the next three pieces of evidence. So you have to use our evidence here, connect it to our key concept to support our claim in the reasoning section. You'll do that for evidence number 2, 3, and 4. So at this point, go ahead, make your way to our survey. Ask yourself, do you understand how to fill out the tool? So do you understand what to put in all the different boxes? And you understand how to connect our evidence to our claim using our key concept within our reasoning section? If the answer is yes, put your X in green. If the answer is no, for whatever reason, put your X in yellow or red. Reach out if you need help. And as always, good luck.